Hey folks, this is Rainer here from Trading with Rainer. So welcome to my weekly analysis for the 30th of June 2013. And this week I'll be covering again the dollar pairs because I believe the dollar is still in play. Right, the recent strength of the dollar has actually causes the rise of the dollar yen, weakness in pound dollar, euro dollar, and gold. So let's look at some of these pairs and see how we can identify some opportunities for this coming week. So looking at the dollar yen, the weekly chart, you can see that price is still bullish momentum, and the momentum seems to be actually picking up. Right, here we have a bullish uptrend, right, followed by this correction. And right now, what price is trying to do is that it seems to have completed its correction and trying to hit up higher to the 103 level. So looking at the daily chart, how do we know whether the correction has ended? So what I usually like to do is I would like to draw a what I call a retracement trend line, right? So basically I try to draw a trend line, this downward trend line, and the moment price close above this trend line, alright, it is an objective way of telling me that the retracement is over and I should be looking for a longs opportunity, alright? The moment this candle here close above the trend line, I'll be looking for long opportunities. That's right. So remember on my chart talk, on the 4-hour chart, I did mention that there was actually a potential head and shoulder pattern that was forming up here. However, I did say that I expect price to actually invalidate this pattern because of the bullish uptrend we have on the dollar yen. So true enough, price did take off this head, and head up higher. So this head and shoulder pattern is actually invalidated. So some of you may be thinking, how am I supposed to get long if I anticipate that the pattern will be invalidated? So I'd like to share with you an idea on how you can actually get long this week if you have missed the move. Alright, so we have this head and shoulder pattern down here. So a potential way to get long is actually playing on the breakout here. Alright, so the breakout here, you can see a consolidation here. Alright, so what you guys could do is actually place a buy stop order here above the head and get your stops over below this swing low. Alright, yeah, so you have a defined risk and the potential move that price will hit up higher towards the 103 level. So your risk is actually contained from here to here, and you can have a move higher, hopefully eventually hitting the 103 level. So that is one way you could actually play this breakout. Alright, another way you could actually play is actually go to the forward chart, and looking at it, you can hope for price to actually retrace back towards this level. Alright, the right shoulder, which is around the 98,300 level, to give you a bullish reversal pattern before getting long. So these are one of the ways which you guys can actually play this setup. So in future, if there's any head and shoulders pattern that is forming up and you believe it will be invalidated, remember that these are actually a couple of entries that could get you to enter the trade. Alright, so this is for the dollar yen. Next trade I'll be looking at is actually the cable, alright, British pound dollar. So again, looking at the British pound dollar, the weekly chart, I mentioned that last week we had the engulfing pattern. So the engulfing pattern was this, and I expected lower prices because the bears took control at the 156 level, and true enough, this week we had the down week. So still, the final target that I'll be anticipating will be the 1.5 level. So looking at this weekly chart, let's see how could we have gotten an entry to get onto the short side this week. Alright, on my chart talk, I did mention that this was actually a key level to look out for. If price were to break below this level, alright, we could actually anticipate lower prices. And again, true enough, right, we're lucky that price actually did came down as expected. So how would I have traded this, or how did I actually enter this trade? Was actually that when price closed below this support level, right, this bearish candle, alright, what I did was I entered short with my stops placed above this candle high. Alright, so again, my stop loss is defined fine from here to here. Right, this is what I'm willing to risk. Okay, and this was the downside ahead. So looking at another profit targets levels, what I mentioned is that I'll set to break even right now. I've already set to break even, and potential targets will actually be the 150 level because I anticipate a strong pause down there, or a potential reversal due to the significant round number. Alright, so again, that would be quite a good target actually for the cable. So now looking at the Aussie dollar, on the weekly chart again, we can see that price is still in the downward momentum, right? So the bears are still in control, and there's no reason to actually go long down here. Sorry about it. Alright, there's no reason to go long because the momentum is still on the downside. Alright, we had this bullish candle here a couple of weeks back, but again that failed because it was followed by a bearish candle, and this week we had another bearish candle. So looking at the forward chart, let's see how, alright, we can actually trade to the downside. So looking at this portion here, which was again the retracement, alright, so here, I mentioned again, I'll draw a retracement trend line, and how do I know when the retracement is over? Is I look for a break and close below the retracement trend line. So we have it here on this candle, alright, this is the candle that tells me that I should be going short, alright. So when this candle appear, I'll be looking for short entries because he has broken below the low of the he has broken the retracement trend line. So I did not took a shot on this trade because I missed it. However, for those of you who are wondering how again you could actually get short onto this Aussie dollar, what I could suggest is actually to place a sell stop order here. Alright, a sell stop order when price broke the trend line, okay, below this low here, with your stops above the swing high. Alright, so again, you have defined your stops again, and looking at potential profit targets, what you could do is actually look at the weekly chart, and seriously, it looks very bearish. So I actually see no reason why you should be conservative with your targets. In fact, I think you should be aggressive with it. So set it to break even right now because you're already probably in the money, and let the trade make lower low and lower high. Alright, when the lower low and lower high is actually broken, that's when perhaps you can look to take your profit. Alright, that is for the Aussie dollar. Okay, so again, for those of us who have not managed to enter this trade, again, don't worry, be patient. Let the trade come to us, okay? So what do I mean by that is, okay, what I have here is actually a previous support and resistance, which is here, right? We can see support. So now if price do retrace here, we have potential resistance here. So we can look for shorting opportunities around at this level, right? If price form a bearish engulfing pattern, a pin bar, or for even for those traders who just want to sell at this level, alright, a logical place to have your stop is actually above this swing high, right? So yep, these are some possible ways to get into the trade. Alright, now let's look at gold, alright? That will be the last pair we're looking at, gold, and here. Okay, I'd like to highlight something about gold, something that's quite interesting. Because you can see gold here, right? Every time price forms an engulfing pattern, look what happened after that move, right? We have one engulfing pattern, then we have another down move, but with a long wick, right? Engulfing pattern, down move, followed by a long wick. This as well, a long wick. And this, followed by another long wick move. Again, what happened this week was we have another engulfing pattern, followed by another move with a long wick. So again, I thought this was pretty interesting, and I thought I'd like to share with you guys. So nonetheless, let's get back to business and look how we can find some shorting opportunities for gold. So looking at the typically we are still in the downtrend, so I'm looking for shorts. Daily chart. Okay, for those of you who are trading daily charts, the 1350 will be a level to look for shorts, okay? And looking at the forward chart, okay, yep, this will be a level that could be of interest. This previous support now turn resistance, which is about the 1280, right? So if price were to retrace here, form a bearish engulfing pattern, you can look for sell opportunities. Or for more aggressive traders, you can actually sell into this level and have your stops above this swing high down here. Alright? So I hope you guys found this weekly analysis useful, and for those of you who have not subscribed to my emailing list, I would encourage you guys to do so, because sometimes I'll actually give out regular update or free articles and education materials for you guys to actually look at and hopefully to find something useful out of it. Alright? With that, I hope you guys would enjoy your weekends, and remember, you'll never trade alone when you're trading with Rainer. Thank you.